Strikes Back. Literally, the Empire is striking back. You don't expect it, too. You don't expect it, because so many movies, even to this day, don't even have the balls. How many times name one movie for me where in the MCU where the villain has won at the end of the day?
I could not name one.
Exactly. That's a big deal for me. Pretty much. There's none.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
There's none.
Yeah,
even additional Star Wars movies haven't done that.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's crazy. So it's even Force Awakens.
No.
Nothing. So it's one of the most iconic movies. Has the most iconic quotes. You have Yoda, one of the greatest characters. Darth Vader. You have so many memorable characters. Mm-hmm. Luke Skywalker. You see him beaten down. He's on a high, but this is teaching him to be a better Jedi, to become a Jedi. Mm-hmm. In Return of the Jedi, you see him first, like I said, choke out guards. You could see he's a different man. Mm-hmm. So the transformation of the hero through each movie, it pretty much he has his lows and his highs. That's a big problem that I have with the MCU, that their heroes are a little bit too high all the time.
Yeah. They haven't worked their way up to
exactly.
that.
Mm-hmm. They haven't been beaten down,
right.
And then you wait a year.
You haven't earned it yet.
I want to know what that feels like. Why?
Right.
That's one of the main reasons I do love The Dark Knight. What happens? Heath Ledger Joker is my favorite thing, right?
Yeah.
That part of the movie. He's the villain. He wins most of the movie.
Yep.
So it's
a true adversary, right?
Exactly. So I think it was really ballsy of George Lucas and Irvin Kershner, that was the director, to pretty much change the script. Like, let's let the Empire win.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Not only win, but knock you out.
Like, knock you out. Like, you see the end of the movie, and you're like, wait. Like, you're surprised. You're like, isn't Luke going to come back? No, he needs to take a breather.
No,
he got beaten down. Yeah. He lost a limb. So
he lost his best friend.
He lost his best friend. Like, you pretty much leave the movie. Like, I wish I could see that movie, like, in real time when it came out, and see the audience, how they reacted. Like, if they're, like, wondering, they're like, wait, is there a post-credit scene? Is there something more? Because it finishes on such a high note.
Yeah. Like,
you hate that your hero is beaten down, but you're just, like, in awe. You're like, it puts Vader, like, up there. One of the most iconic characters. Mm-hmm. You're like, this is a man right here.
Yeah.
So, and it pretty much solidifies him at the time, dark side.
Yeah. Oh.
He's like, you're my son, but I'll kill you. I'll kill you, but I'm not going to try to kill you. You know?
Right.
Like, I'll cut off your limb.
His whole goal is, I have this new purpose, which is to find my son.
And it is the main reason why so many movies these days, sequels to movies, what's their goal? What do people say most of the time? I hope this is the Empire Strikes Back version.
Yeah. Of the trilogy.
It coined it. Yeah. So you're like, it just pretty much started a revolution.
Yeah, it did.
So it's obviously all of our favorite like Star Wars movies, but just what it does, because it's so different. Because in none of the other movies you see, even Revenge of the Sith.
No.
What happens?
Right.
Exactly. No. You think you're like, oh my god, are they going to finish with Vader? He's just screaming no because
I have the high ground. Yeah,
exactly.
I have the high ground. No. It begs the question: what happens when the hero loses? This movie answers that question.
Yeah. This is what happens.
This is what happens. You're
beaten down.
Not only is your hand cut off.
Wait 3 years.
Not only is your hand cut off, and you're hanging from an antenna.
Yeah.
And you need to be saved by your friends, and you lost your best friend.
Yeah.
But now you found out the bad guy who you've been told that you need to face is actually your father. Mm-hmm. Good luck. Send you on your way.
Yeah.
Like, that's just amazing.
Most iconic.
That's what happens when your hero loses.
Greatest movies of all time. It's on that list.
Like I said in the last podcast, a hero needs a tragedy to become a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's well put.
Pretty much everyone at the end of this movie is in flux. They're like, they can't believe what's going on.
Yeah. And not only that, not just the tragedy, but this is the whole movie. The whole movie is dedicated to the hero.
It's funny because you think like the hero is a step ahead, but the villain is just Darth Vader and Palpatine. They're 5 steps ahead in you in this.
Oh yeah,
they're prepared. That's what I loved about the Empire in this movie. Mm-hmm. You can see they were prepared. Everybody except for the stormtroopers, of course, because they
can't shoot.
They can't shoot nothing.
Yeah, they can't
shoot nothing. So you see they're prepared. It's a game of chess, and in this movie, Palpatine wins.
Yeah,
Darth Sidious and Vader, they are just, oh man, one of the best villain duels of all time. I'm about to cry.
Yeah, it's a great freaking.
Tell me a better villain duel than that. It's hard. It's hard to think of a duo.
It's not,
you think of a great villain, Heath Ledger Joker, But duo, it's hard to do a duo, and this movie does it.
And you don't know who's more menacing. Like, you'd think Vader's the most menacing, and then you meet the Emperor, and Vader's on his knees bowing to him.
You see him bowing.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
When he tells that Admiral... it's so crazy. When I still can't believe when he tells that Admiral, he's like, you better finish this Death Star. Yeah. Because the Emperor's coming, and he's less...
he's less forgiving than I am.
So, guys, the Emperor's riding
and
my
you're
ass
like,
right
whoa. This guy force chokes everyone left and right.
Right. He stopped again.
Pretty much the only people he won't force choke is Grand Moff Tarkin and Sidious.
Yeah, what is that? Like, Grand Moff Tarkin, like, what?
Hey, man, he's heading the Death Star.
Yeah.
He's the head of this Death Star. Don't kill your boss.
Well, I think he respects certain things, right? I mean, he's like, you have to really disappoint him, and he wasn't disappointed.
Yeah.
So
he's very calculated.
There's that one scene, I think it's a New Hope, where Darth Vader's like force choking one of the admirals or something like that, and like Grand Moff Tarkin's like,
enough. Enough, Vader.
And Darth Vader listens to him.
He says, as you wish. You know. So, and Vader, I think Vader is a soldier. That's what he is. He's a soldier at that point.
He's pretty much to keep everyone in line.
Right.
Grand Moff Tarkin is there to make sure this Death Star is constructed to perfection, right?
Right.
Vader is just there to pretty much oversee.
Vader's there under the orders of Palpatine. Of Sidious, sorry.
Yeah.
So at that point, Vader's only taken... He has his own master.
Yeah.
And his master gives him orders. And Vader will see that through no matter what. No matter who else is there, no matter what the conflict is.
They have one goal.
One goal.
No emotions, just one goal.
Follow the master. What does the master say?
Yep.
And his destiny is to eventually take over his master.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely... I think we can all agree one of the best movies of all time. Not just Star Wars, but of all time.
It's on,
it's on a list. It's on. And for me, it's my number 1 or 2, depending on which day, which side of the bed I wake up on.
Yeah.
You know. So
if we were to do a list on our top favorite movies,
don't give it away though.
But, no.
But for sure. But I do. Before we do end this podcast, I have a question for each of you. Mike, you already have kids.
Yep.
But me and Jesus, I'll say for me and Jesus, but you could, but have you shown them? Because you've shown your kids the Star Wars movies,
yes.
correct?
Will you show them Captain Underpants movie?
No.
No.
What order are you going to do it in?
I've already shown it to him.
Which one?
Good man.
We've started with A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
There you
go. And we went to The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And then we went to Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Are you going to show them the prequels?
Probably when they get older.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce them to the whole world. They need to see all of it.
They got to learn,
And they will. Right now, they're a little young. Mm-hmm. So I think the prequels are a little violent here and there. Probably once you get into the second and third one. So, for me... They automatically recognize, hey, is that Star Wars? I mean, my kids are on their bikes saying, I'm going Star Wars speed.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty pumped. I'm satisfied.
When I hear my kids say that, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, I was in tears. That's on. They already posted that, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mike, I don't want to tell you how to parent your kids, but you should show them Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels.
The TV show.
The TV show. Because it is cartoony, it's Disney XD, and I think they would
They have seen it. They have seen it. They have seen right now. They have seen certain episodes of it.
Have you shown them the youngling scene? Do you put it on repeat?
That is a good question.
If they ever listen to this episode,
I plead the fifth.
If they ever listen to this episode and they hear you say that, like, Dad, the youngling scene?
I just don't want to see them, like, do you, like, have it on and you're like, yes, my favorite scene? They see kids die and they're like,
well, technically, he doesn't really show it in the movies.
I know, but in your imagination, you're probably, like, gazing at the screen like, yes.
In my imagination, it's more than just them. I mean, I think he's probably traveling around killing all Jedi, not just younglings.
So you will show them the prequels then?
Yes, they will be exposed to all Star Wars movies.
Good. Show them the prequels. So they can end up hating them. Be like, you like this?
You never know. It might age well.
Yeah.
I'm just hopeful because I'm a Star Wars fan.
Of course.
I give all Star Wars the benefit of the doubt over many movies.
Of course.
So, I mean, even Jar Jar Binks, I think we'll just fast forward through his scenes as much as we can.
What if they're like, Daddy, he's my favorite part of the movie?
Then we will go on timeout.
You will disown them. You're moving out.
I don't know. What are you guys' plans when you have kids? How are you guys going to introduce it?
Jesus, what are you going to do? Are you going to... Let me ask you this. Are you going to show them 4 through 7? I'll say 7. Let's say 4 through 7. Are you going to show them 1 through 3 first? Or are you just going to do original, prequel? Or are you going to do prequel, original?
I would honestly do prequels last.
Yeah.
Because they're not really my favorites.
Yeah.
I would start from the original trilogy, so they can appreciate, good, good material, good, cinematography, good action, good dialogues, good drama, everything.
Great storytelling.
Yeah, great storytelling. And then after that, 7, 8, and 9, and then the prequels.
7, 8, and 9?
Yeah. I mean,
We
why
haven't
not?
even seen it yet.
Well,
What if they're trash?
Like Rogue One.
Yeah.
No, whoa.
Whoa,
Got that one Rogue One supporter. They just unscribed.
No, but I mean, like,
This.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the prequels. I mean, yeah, it's a telling of Anakin Skywalker, turning into the dark side and becoming Darth Vader, but they didn't execute it really well.
Yeah.
No.
So I would just show the prequels last and be like, look, kids, if you like this movie, then it's like Mike said, time out.
Yeah.
By time out, I mean move out.
And it kills me because Ewan McGregor is one of my favorite actors, and he did so well in that. So it
Show them
really
on
bums me
YouTube.
out.
Just Ewan McGregor Star Wars scenes.
You were the chosen one. Yeah, I mean, I can't even do it.
That scene was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he did great.
It was.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna like, look, kids, here's the Blu-rays. Do it in chronological order.
Well, by then it'll probably be digital.
By then we'll
It'll probably be dusting off those Blu-rays.
VR. You'll be
we'll be
actually
up to
in
episode
the scenes.
15. You never know.
Damn, are you trying, Jesus? Saying he's not gonna have kids till he's 40?
He might already have kids.
Wait, what'd you say? I didn't even hear.
No.
But yeah.
But I think for me, I think I'm gonna go my route.
Yeah, what's your route?
My route, my personal route. What happened to me?
Okay.
I saw the prequels first.
Yep.
Yeah.
For me, I looked at it as like a Band-Aid, quick and painless.
Okay.
Do it quick. Don't even think about it. As a kid, you want to show them something like Jar Jar Binks. I guess it's for them. Because as an adult, if you love Jar Jar Binks, you got problems.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But if you're like over the age of 10 and you love Jar Jar Binks, you got some problems. So I think I'm going to go my route. I'm going to say I'll show the 1, 2, and 3. Mm-hmm. I'll go 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Rogue One.
Oh.
So that's going to be how I am going to definitely show my kids the order of Star Wars. But that's just my thoughts. Obviously, we are going to have different thoughts about, because we're not going to tell each other how to parent each other's kids, but when it comes to Star Wars,
Yeah.
that's how we'll do it, which is good. Everyone grows up differently, but I guess we'll start ending the podcast here.
Yeah.
Mike, you want to go ahead and start closing us out?
I'll wrap us up. So, obviously, celebration starting.
Right around the corner.
Starting.
Tomorrow.
So, it starts tomorrow.
As of today, Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow starts.
Yep.
The JNL,
Yes.
Justus Nerds League, will be there.
We'll be covering you.
We will be there.
Don't worry about
Live
IGN.
and in person.
Don't worry about all these other people. Worry about us.
Yes.
You will see us. We will have some custom-made shirts. Come find us. Come talk to us about anything. We'll be happy to talk to you.
Yeah. We'll have custom-made shirts for us wearing, but we don't have any extra.
We won't be handing them out.
But if you let us know, we got
But
you.
if you let us know, we got you.
Yeah. Not yet, yeah.
Elvis and Jesus will be there both Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
Word.
I will be there Saturday. Mm-hmm. We will be there all day.
Coverage.
Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's meet.
We're going to be the CNN for nerds.
We will be. We're excited. We're excited to meet up with all kinds of Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
All over the place. Let's talk. Let's have
Be in a
fun.
place where everyone, the person to your left and to your right is there for one reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, just keep following our social media, and we will be posting, 24/7.
Yep.
Everything we see and any news that breaks
Any
out,
news that drops,
we'll be on that.
We will be.
Be prepared for that.
So, and to that extent, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Justus Nerds Show. Mm-hmm. That's JUSTUS NERDSHOW Twitter. Mm-hmm. And then make sure you follow us on Instagram. That's just Justus Nerds League Podcast, spelled the same way. Mm-hmm. Also, if you have any questions, you want to continue the conversation, you can email us as well at justusnerdsleaguepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Make sure you just, feel free to shoot us an email, continue the conversation.
We want to just continue this conversation about Star Wars.
Ask us questions, shoot us any kind of input, constructive criticism.
Anything you want.
Anything you need, reach out to us. Any suggestions, we're happy to help. Get on iTunes, rate us, please. We'd love to have the subscribe, rate us. We will be on YouTube.
It does help the podcast.
So it definitely helps the podcast. It definitely helps us.